Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
OTrim condenses long URLs into short, shareable shortcuts, making your links clear, succinct, and powerful. Get your free OTrim. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai. Most important O-Tracker metrics that you ought to be monitoring in order to accomplish your goals and maximize the efficiency of your strategies. Get your 7-day free trial of O-Tracker. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Hey, thank you for coming. Okay, look, if you subscribe and ring the bell, you'll get every video they produce. Every day, every minute, every month. Yep. And if you give them a thumbs up, it'll make them happy, especially Chris Johnson. And if you write a nice comment, positive, something really encouraging, inspiring, they'll show it live. That's what they do. Thank you.
All right. Hey. Welcome, everybody. It is the 5th of April, and you heard about the thumbs up, how happy it'll make Chris. Obviously, I left myself
I wanted to say this the last 2 days from the great Will Smith. Keep my name out of that donkey's mouth.
Don't call him a donkey, man.
Oh.
You don't like it. Anyway, everybody, you know that myself and Chris have got into, we want to put the spotlight on other people, right? A lot of you have been on here. Well, there's a gentleman here with us today that I was fortunate to start to know. It's been a while, maybe 5-6 months, maybe a year. I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, I met this guy he was on my live. His name is Jerry Nix. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He's going to be with us today. Jerry is 81 years young. He feels 35. He said he got a degree in Brown College in radio, television, broadcasting, to go to show that we have all different groups of people. We have people from every background ever. He spent 35 years in radio in Houston, Texas. He was a disc jockey, also a program director and the operations manager in country music talk radio. There was a big honky tonk club in Pasadena, Texas, which is in the suburbs of Houston. Did the live radio show from there every night. 3 children, 1 dog, Buffer, he said, is spoiled. He lives in the beautiful Ozark, Springfield, Missouri, which we all know is beautiful. 6 years in the Navy. Thanks for your service. He sailed the 7 seas. And with great honor, I want to introduce him to everybody. Tons of experience in media. He's always on the channel. He's always encouraging. So I'm going to bring him on. Here he is, the one and only Jerry Nix. Jerry, say something, buddy.
Thank you, Marty. I really appreciate the accolades. And Chris, I'll tell you, you two guys are wonderful. You bring so much information and so much love and compassion to people around the world. It's unbelievable. Yes, I was in the Navy, and I have my Navy song, In the Navy, where I sailed the 7 seas, in the Navy, where I lost my DVDs. But that's that's another story. I won't get into that one. But I tell you what, I've been in Onpassive since 2019. And when I came in, Darius Edwards brought me in. Darius and Dan and
Oh,
Dana are just fantastic
beautiful,
people. They
beautiful.
are unreal. They're true leaders, and they do a heck of a job with the team. And they've brought a lot of people in. I brought 6 people in. 6 people. Now that's not a lot of people, but you know what they did? 3 of them just went boom, 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 bye, and then I got 3 more, and they won't even answer me. They didn't migrate over. They just sit there like zombies, and I don't know what to do. I called one guy up, and he said, she's not interested. I said, well, she's already in. No, she isn't. So I said, okay, thank you, sir, for your time. And, but it's just, Onpassive is so great. And Mr. Ashmafara and the tech team are just wonderful. I mean, they're just absolutely wonderful. And if you're not in Onpassive and you want to get in, now's the time to do it, because you will be directed by Marty, Red, Chris, and a bunch of leaders that are just absolutely fantastic. They will not leave you. They won't. Nobody's left behind. And that's the promise from Mr. Ashmafara. And Marty knows, and Chris knows, as well as anybody, how Mr. Ashmafara is. And so does Red. They've been in it a long time, and they've done a lot for Onpassive, and they're absolutely fantastic. I love them, and I think everybody else does too. I've told Marty many times, if I'd known Marty had been around when I was on the air, I'd have hired him for afternoon drive, and we would have done a lot. We would have been number 1 in afternoon drive, because he is one heck of a communicator. I mean, just fantastic. I wish I was as good as he was. I always told my people when I hired them, especially the young ones, I told them, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself. And a lot of them did, and a lot of them didn't. And I had to get rid of them. I hated to do that, but that's just fire radio, you're fired. Oh, no, not me. But yeah, that's what I had to do. So, and I also did voices. I did voices. I did the Foghorn Leghorn voice. I say, boy, get away from me. I did that one, but that was Mel Blanc, and Mel, he did it with a special mic, and it came across really great. And he did all the voices, and I enjoy doing voices, but I haven't had a chance to do that anymore. Older than dirt. But I got to change the picture, because the picture looks good, and I'm going to be, I'm going to be 82 in May. 82, but I don't feel like 82. I
You
don't.
don't act 82 either. No way.
I mean,
You-
I just, it's. Still got a hat too, an Onpassive hat. I love it, and I love Onpassive. I can't say enough about Mr. Ashmafara, as Marty knows, and he's said so much about him, and so has Chris, so has Red. 360 is just, you got to watch. If you haven't watched it, if you just don't join Onpassive, there's something wrong with you. I mean, there really is. And we don't try to force anybody. I told somebody yesterday on the phone, he said, well, what if I don't want to come in? I said, goodbye. I said, it's just that simple. We don't try to force you. I don't try to force anybody. And that's the way I've always been. I'm like Marty, and I'm like Chris. You don't try to force anybody. You don't try to drag them in. What good does it do? Not a bit. But anyway, I love Onpassive. I love Marty. I love Chris. I love Red. I love Bash. I love the tech team. I love everybody. Plus, it's just a wonderful thing. I got acid reflux, and I got tickling in my throat. Oh, that's fun.
When I grow up, Jerry, I want to be just like you. You're an entertainer. You've been an entertainer, and you're still going strong. So, a man after my own heart. Absolutely love it, man.
See what I mean by that acid reflux? Oh, it's wonderful.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry, what really caught your eye about Onpassive? All the stuff you've done in your life, what really caught your eye? Why are you still here?
Do what?
Why are you still here in Onpassive with all the things you've done? What are you really seeing in Onpassive? What's it going to do
Well,
for
I
you?
see a great future in Onpassive, and I see a lot of that Mr. McFarland don't talk a lot about because that's not his bag. Money. I see a lot of money being made in Onpassive, and I know he didn't start Onpassive for that reason. He started Onpassive because he got tired of people not making any money, and so he wanted to start something that was comparable to everybody. And I love him for that because he's just such a great CEO and such a great man that it's just unbelievable how he is and how Marty is and how you are and how Red. I can't say enough about you all. I do every day. I tell people about you every single day. So, it's just, I spent 12 hours in the hospital the other day with my wife. We thought she had a stroke, but she didn't. She's just mean as ever. So, her name is Sylvia, and she says, she tells me I act like a mule. I said, I act like a mule? What are you talking about? She said, yeah, I'm just like a jackass. I said, that's another name for a mule, right? Yeah, huh? No. Thank you very much. And she says, I always have a pain in my rear end, and it's you.
I say the same thing to Marty, Jerry.
But I love her very much, and we get along. We get along great. And she's just going through a lot of problems now, and I have to wait on her hand and foot, which I don't mind, because she tips me. And so,
Well, you are in so much trouble when you get off here. You know that, Jerry.
I know that.
Oh.
I enjoy Christian, your laugh and your sense of humor, and Marty's sense of humor too, and the way he goes on. And I love the way when these morons say something bad about Onpassive and what he does. I just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh. I won't respond to them. I did a video and I had about 4 or 5 of them on the video. I just won't respond to them. I just won't say a thing to them. I just let them go.
I try to, Jerry.
I know. I'm glad you say something, Marty, because you're the one that does it. You're the one that does it great. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you all. Great
Jerry,
people, great program, great CEO, and me. Oh, I don't know why I love me, but I do. You know the old thing.
you got to,
That's
right?
that's the way some of the people I hired were. Disc jockeys were so prima donna as they go around. I don't know why I love me, but I do. I'm in love with me. So it's just one of those things. But you don't have that in Onpassive. You got people helping people, and that's what I tried to do. But I just couldn't help anybody. I've helped a few people, and felt good about it. They didn't feel so good about it, but I felt good about it.
Yeah. But all we can do, Jerry, is plant the seed, right? You plant the seed, you move on. You can't, I don't want to make people, you just tell them, because I believe a lot of people that said no will be back.
Yeah.
I think they'll be back. So it's okay.
I believe that too, and I believe that the way you talk about Onpassive and relate to people, and Chris relates to people, Red relates to people, and some of our other leaders too. We got some fantastic leaders.
Mhm.
Dane and Darius, the two guys, the two people that brought me in to Onpassive, and I want to thank them so much. And in fact, they even helped me out with a website I bought from Marty. I bought a website from him, and it's doing good. It's doing good. but I just got to get some. I got to get some more people in. And now I had an autoresponder, but that's not working. So I'm calling people now, and I find that's the best thing to do.
And remember, down the road, you'll be able to, from the profits, you'll be able to buy traffic if you want. So it's set up for everybody, even if they don't have the skills or the time. That's what I love about Onpassive. Everybody's going to win, everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's it. If they don't have the skills or the time, then they can still do it, because nobody's a marketer except you and Chris and Red. That you're marketers. You know how to do it, but I don't know how to market. I mean, it's just not my bag. I never had to do it in radio. We had marketing people that went out and sold time, but I didn't. I did voiceovers, but my production manager would always set them up, and all I do is just come in and voice them, and he'd put all the tinkles and bells and all that stuff around them, so I didn't have to do them. I have to do them here. And you're fantastic on the videos too, by the way. Fantastic making those videos.
Yeah, we got a lot of good videos out there right now by just people just doing it.
Yeah, that's right. I think we really haven't even started yet. So when things really get going, it'll open up a lot of stuff. When the word of mouth after they get in and Trio Connect is going to sell itself. Really, I believe that. So because millions of people are using some type of platform right now, and all they have to do is come in free, check it out, and let them decide for themselves. They're going to see the difference, no doubt about it. So, yeah. And I expect big things to happen in the next few weeks. So that'll be good for all of us, really.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Jerry, where do you see yourself in a couple of years with Onpassive?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah.
I see myself making some money. That's what I see, because I'm not giving up on Onpassive, and I'm not giving up on me, because I've never given up on me. I know I can do it, and it just takes me a little more time than somebody else maybe, but I'll get it done. I'll get it done. And like I say, I love Onpassive. I know what it is. I've been around it long enough now to know what Onpassive is, and I know what it takes to do it. Not marketing, because I don't market. I share, like Marty says. You share it with people, and if they don't want to come in, goodbye.
No, that's exactly right.
See you later, alligator.
That's exactly right. All right. Well, Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you. Throw some stuff out there, and I'm going to go work on something, but I'm here.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you, Jerry Nix. Don't go nowhere. You just stay right there, young man, because
will do.
You got myself laughing pretty hard here. I do want to reach out some prayers again today. The Ramekis, Paul and Gemma. Today, John Mackey is having open heart surgery, I believe it was. Caroline's husband, please say some prayers for those guys. And Darius and Dane Edwards, please say prayers for them, especially Darius. Harold Fox. I know Narelle's son has been sick. I think he's getting better. And Narelle was under the weather, praying for them. And also silent prayer for Jean Oliva, even though she said, no, don't do it. I'm going to ask for prayers, silent prayers for Jean. She's going through a little bit of stuff here. She needs some help. And also silent prayers for all of us. Jerry Nick's wife, the DeGarmo family always, the Mafara family. I believe in prayer is the most powerful thing that we have, and it was a gift from God, so I love that. This is what I love about Jerry Nix. As you can see, he's 81 years old, almost 82. He's real. He's lived a life full of entertaining as far as being a DJ, radio. You can hear his voice. If any of you are from Michigan, we had a man years ago that led our Detroit Tigers, Ernie Harwell, and Jerry Nix has a voice exactly like his. I don't know if he knows it, but it just gives me memories of when I was a kid every time I hear his voice. But that's what Onpassive is. You ask yourself, 81 years old, what's this guy doing? He just told you why. One of the biggest things he said that we don't talk about, he said it 2 times. I know there's money in this. I know there's money. Now, we don't ever talk about money really, but there's an 81-year-old guy being honest and truthful. This is what he sees. He sees a lot more, I guarantee you that. But he also sees the potential of what can happen for anyone that just got into it. And you hear him. He also has people that, walked away, and that's okay. That's part of it. People have a right to make choice called free will. And I love the fact that Jerry Nix came in here with an open mind and honest mind. He told us probably some things that he might not have wanted to told us in front of his wife, but he did it anyway. And it was a lot of fun. So, Jerry, on behalf of myself and Marty, I love you, man. Like I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. Keep that entertaining attitude. I love it. I believe making people laugh, smile. You make me want to sing when I hear you talking. So, and your voiceovers are really cool. Yeah, we're all getting older. Maybe things don't work like they used to. I can say that for sure for me, but I still say this every day. I was just telling Marty, we know what's coming our way. When you're having a down day, we know what's coming our way. And that's what I keep telling myself. We know what's coming our way. So no matter what you're going through right now, it shall pass. But a passive is going to pick you up and it's going to hold you up, and everyone's going to shine on you when you're going to shine on everyone else. So, Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Fantastic. What a great meeting we had. Jerry will be back on with us again sometime. As you can see, we have many different types of people, all good-hearted people. What Onpassive did is gathered people that are like-minded and like-hearted, by the way. Well, that's even more important to me. I have a lot of friends, perfect vision, 20/20, but they can't see anything. Onpassive, you need to see beyond just the eyesight. You got to know. And when you're in, like Jerry said, we know. I don't need convincing. I don't need somebody to talk me into it. I don't need to be prepped up or anything to stay in it. I'm not looking anywhere else. There is nothing else as far as I'm concerned. So we're all pretty happy here. I want to thank everybody that came. Is Red on today, Chris?
Red's coming on. He's been making comments in here, and boy, am I going to get him. He said, Chris has got the face for radio. You believe he said that about me, Jerry Nix? Boy, you put on a few pounds and everyone stops liking you, eh? That's okay.
I love it.
Go ahead, Marty.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Jerry, would you like to say closing comments, say goodbye?
Well, I'd just like to say that if you're going to get in on passive, do it now. Don't wait. If you wait, you might be too late. Or as one person said, that's all, folks. You know what I mean? Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Chris, for having me on. It was quite an honor, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, beautiful.